Hello everyone, so we are in lesson 6. We were talking about the sexual health and hygiene. So before we dig in sa tuang topic karon, let me introduce you myself. I am Candy Nicole B. Moronio, the first reporter. So as we finish this chapter, we should be able to identify the important health habits for the developing adolescents, observe maintaining good hygiene, and know when to seek help from healthcare professionals. Puberty brings natural bodily changes that can cause anxiety for adolescents, such as concerns about body odor. This highlights the importance of teaching teen personal hygiene and healthy habits as essential life skills. So puberty causes body changes, like like more sweat, which can make teens worry about their body odor. So it is important to teach them to how to stay clean and healthy. So these are important skills for life, about teaching them on how to stay healthy and stay clean. Oily hair. During puberty, hormonal changes increase oil production in hair's sebaceous glands. So sebaceous glands, ino na siya nagaproduce og oil sa atong hair, leading to greasy, oily hair. So to manage this oily hair, first we wash our hair daily or every other day with a shampoo formulated for oily hair. Magamit ka ng mga shampoo made for oily hair. So use warm water and a small amount to lather. Second is avoid harsh scrubbing, which irritates the scalp or damages hair. We should wash our hair or our head gently. Don't scratch too hard. Don't scrub too hard. Be gentle to your head and hair para dili ma-irritate or dili ma-damage imong hair. So be gentle. Dili na to paka-scrub ug maayo ang ato ang hair. And next is use oil-free products. Use conditioners and hair products that won't make your hair oily. Ito, magamit ka ng mga conditioners and styling products to avoid adding grease. Lastly is skip heavy gels, lotions that counteract clean hair efforts. So avoid heavy styling products. Don't use a lot of gels or lotions, as this can make your hair look dirty again. So when we use gels or lotions, dili na to palabian og butang sa atong hair. It's because pag mapalabian man kun nato butang og gels or lotion ang atong hair is dali ra mahugaw ang atong hair, kanang dali ra siya maabugan. It's because daghan ang imong gibutang nga gel. Kabantay mo ana mo nga pag once nga maggamit ta og gel sa atong buhok or kanang mga mga lotions, mga pampamo sa atong hair, dali ra maabugan ang atong buhok. Next is sweat and body odor. As people go through puberty, their sweat glands become more active and secret chemicals that can use body odor, particularly in the armpits, feet, and genitals, or in our private part. Basically, when we're going through it, your sweat glands kick into high gear and start releasing chemicals that can cause body odor. It can cause body odor, especially in our armpits, feet, or in our private area. To manage this body odor, it's recommended to first is shower or bath every day with soap and warm water. It washes away the bacteria that make you smell. Nahanglan yun nga maligo ta kada adlaw in warm water and soap para ma-wash away ang mga bacteria nga naa sa atong lawas, para ma-avoid sab nato ang body odor. Second is wear clean clothes, especially cotton ones. Cotton is like a sweat sponge, na kinahanglan ang ato ang suoton nga sanina, especially sa katong mga singtano is kanang cotton ones. It's because ang cotton is dili siya maka-absorb og sweat. Mo nang gina-recommend sab nila nga mao nang ato ang suoton nga sanina kanang cotton. So, if needed, deodorants can be used to mask body odor while antiperspirant work by reducing sweat production. So, if we want to avoid body odor, we should use deodorants para ma-cover up ang body odor or antiperspirant to reducing sweat production. So, if you are showering and wearing clean clothes, you might not even need deodorant or antiperspirant. Just keep it clean. If kanang pag always ta clean sa tuang lawas, always ta maligo kada adlaw, and nagasuot po ta ka ng mga clean clothes, dili na nato kinahanglan nga mogamit og kanang mga deodorant or antiperspirant to avoid body odor. It's because hinlo naman ka. Next is body hair. Growing body hair is a normal result of puberty and hormonal changes. The decision to shave is a personal one, and there is no right or wrong answer. If you do choose to shave, you can use either a traditional razor with shaving cream or an electric razor. So when you go through puberty, it's normal to see new hair growing in different places, in our armpits, in our legs, in our pubic area. So there is no there is no right or wrong answer. If you do choose to shave, you can use either a traditional razor with shaving cream or an electric razor. So pag nagagamit po ta ani, always use a new. Dili ta mo gamitan ng mga taya, kanang sharp blade and shaving cream instead of soap, since it helps the razor glide smoothly and reduces cuts. Take your time, especially on curvy areas like legs, armpits, or the face, kanang mga balbas, to avoid nicks, para maiwasan nato ang kanang masamad ta. Minahanglan nga kanang ug unsa ang direction sa imong kibali sa imong legs, mo sa direction sa hair, dapat mo tay sundon kanang hinahinayon ra nato para to avoid nicks. Don't be afraid to ask your parent, sibling, or someone experienced for advice if you're unsure. And remember, when shaving areas like your legs, face, or armpit, it's important to go slowly because these areas have tricky curves. Mutuhong giingon kay na nga kinahanglan nga hinahinayan lang jud, dili ka nang madalion og shave ang ato ang uban nga parts nga ay mga hair. So kinahanglan nga amping jud ta. It also mentions that shaving pubic hair can cause irritation and itchiness when it goes back. pag once nga kabantay mo nga pag once nga ga shave ta sa ato ang pubic hair, sa ato ang pubic area, kanang naay possibility nga mag-cause of irritation and itchiness when it grows back. No, kabantay mo pagka nang mag-shave mo sa inyong mga pubic hair, di ba? Grabe ba nakakatol, may uban na ma-irritate ang ilahang pubic area. It's because of shaving. It's because of shaving. And kanang grabe kakatol siya pag once nga magtubo ng hair. So, dara na sa imuha, if imuhang i-shave ang imuhang pubic hair or dili. Pero kanang it's important yun nga ato agyud siyang ato agyud hinluan ang atong pubic hair, atong pubic area, no? Pero kinahanglan nga amping lang jud ta para dili makakause of irritation. And it's normal the itchiness when it grows back. Gina-shave man lang nato ato ang pubic hair. And that's all.
Good morning, everyone. I am the second reporter of Group 4. Dental hygiene. To keep your teeth healthy and prevent cavities and gums disease, it's essential to practice good at-home dental care. This includes brushing your teeth twice a day and flossing at least once a day to remove plaque, a transparent layer of bacteria. These actions also stimulate your gums, helping to keep them healthy. So, good care at home is key to keeping your teeth healthy and avoiding problems like cavities, gums disease. So, brushing teeth twice a day, it helps remove plaque, like I said kaina, a thin layer of bacteria that can cause activities and irritate gums. Flossing at least once a day. Flossing gets into spaces between teeth where brushes can't reach. Like, intaro, pag-brush ninyo naman yung mga bilin ana. So, ang inyong buhaton is mag-floss mo para like between the teeth bitaw sa middle part para makuha ang bacteria there. This help prevent build-up that can lead to gum issue. So, these habits, the two important things, they help remove harmful plaque and they stimulate gums to keep them healthy. So, pag daily mo magbuhat ana, like mag-brush 2 times a day or thrice, or mag-flossing, ang inyong teeth ana is ang teeth o ang gums, ma-healthy na sila. Like pag magpunta ka sa dental clinic, ang inyong doctor is ma-proud kay healthy mong hair, healthy imong teeth, kay daily man ka nagabuhat ana. Most toothpaste contain fluoride, which is the key ingredients for preventing cavities, so you should always choose one with fluoride. So, nakoy ka nang nag-search ko og mga toothpaste na naay contain fluoride. So, ang nakita nako is katong Colgate nga katong itong original nga white lang siya. Wala siya katong mint, like pure white siya. Yes. So if you have sensitive teeth, you can try toothpaste made for sensitivity, but you should also consult your dentist to rule out any more serious issues like cavities or nerve inflammation. So it's either it's either mag-search kag kuan kanang toothpaste nga para sa imong sensitive teeth, or magpa-dentist na lang gid ka to figure out unsay angay sa imong teeth. So this is the tips on how properly brush your teeth. First is use the correct angle. Hold your toothbrush at the 45-degree angle to your gum line. Use short, gentle strokes to brush from gum line to the chewing surface. Clean all surfaces. Use the same method to brush the outside and inside all your teeth. Third is brush chewing surfaces. Use short, sweeping stroke to clean the chewing surfaces of your molars, making sure to get the bristle in the grooves. Fourth is clean the teeth for the inside of your front teeth. Hold the brush almost vertically and use gentle and back and forth motion. And lastly, don't forget your tongue. Gently brush your tongue and the roof of your mouth to remove bacteria and prevent bad breath. So, di gid nato limtan ang imong tongue, ang imong dila para kay diha man na sila mag-stay ang mga bacteria maong ayaw limti imong dila. Remember, proper brushing along with the regular dental checkups every 6 months is crucial for the preventing tooth decay and gum disease. So you need to properly brush your teeth. Healthcare checkup for female. The breast time for a self-breast exam is about a week after the last day of your menstrual period, when your breasts are not tender and swollen. Doing a self-breast exam is a way for a woman to get familiar with their breasts and notice any changes. So the best time to do this exam is about week after your period ends. So why after menstruation? Breast can be tender or swollen during the menstrual period. Doing the exam a week after your period, last day of period, when the breasts are typically less tender, make it easier to notice unusual changes. So the goal is to know what's normal for you to can detect changes. Changes might include new lumps, thickening, or alteration in shape. If you are no longer, you really need to check to self-breast exam kay if to know kung normal ba nga naay changes sa imong body para ma-check if normal ra ba ni sa imuha, or if you find something lump basin na nakay sakit or unsa ba na. Yeah. Keeping the external female genitalia clean. Use soap and water to wash the external genitalia and your underarms every day, especially during menstruation. So, kapag gimens ka, i-secure good nga mahugasan nimo imong genitalia or underarms. Second is use either a disposable pad made of cotton which has nylon base or a clean piece of cotton cloth to absorb blood during menstruation. So it's either pad or cotton cloth lang ang imuhang gamiton para sa imong menstruation. Properly dispose of the pad after each use, or wash and dry the piece of clothes use as a menstruation pad, use before reuse. Makasabot ni siguro ta ano niya. Wash only the external genitalia. Do not try to clean the inside part of the vagina. So, if mag-wash ka sa imong vagina, ang imong buhaton sa gawas ra gyud sa vagina. Dili na mo sulod like kintara man imong vagina. Kang imong labas nga part ra gyud ang imong hugasan. Ayon na pag sulod. While washing, wash start from the vagina towards the anus. Do not wash from the anus. Anus towards the vagina. This will allow germs to enter the inner genitalia easily and cause infection. Beware of abnormal fluids from your vagina. Do not confuse this with normal vagina fluids. If you see any changes in the vaginal fluid, a change in color or odor, please visit a health professional. So, pag makanotice ka, like, if naabay unusual fluids na mugawas sa imuha, or lahi ang color, or ang odor. Ang odor gyud, like, naiuban kay, like, baho, nana sila infection. So, if ever nga mahitabo na sa imuha, you should visit health professional. Next is healthcare check for male genitalia clean. First is wash the external genitalia at least daily with soap and water as you wash the rest of the body. So, parehar gipit sa mga babae, no, like, tubig ra o sabon. Boys are not circumcised need to pull back the foreskin and gently wash underneath it with clean water. Clean water gyud. Beware of any abnormal fluids coming from your penis. Do not confuse this with the presence of normal fluids. If you see abnormal fluids or wounds, so parehara gihapon sa babae, no, like if abnormal ang fluids or naay wounds, mga sugat-sugat sa imong penis, ato na lang ka sa health professional. And that's all. Thank you.